Alrighty guys, good evening. Welcome to a Pro Dota 2 match. This is Orange against Mith.trust. We've got Orange over on the Radiant side. The Dire team, we have got Mith.trust, the guys from Thailand, and this is a best of one matchup here in the Pro Dota 2 tournament. I'm Gods, your last minute English caster. Apparently Toby 1 was unavailable, so I'm taking over for this match here, and we have got Orange up against Mith.trust. We'll quickly run through the players as well as the heroes. As you can tell, I did jump in this game very last minute. Didn't see the draft, did not see all too much. We have got Mith.trust running the anti-mage at top in the hands of Lakel's, their main carry player. We've got TNK laning with him, the Crystal main, up against the Puck in the hands of Winter. And we'll see move at mid lane. We've got Yamatea, Y-God playing that Queen of Pain up against an unusual dual lane of Mith.trust. We've got R5 running the Shadow Demon, laning with Arba, the Pugna, the Oblivion, and then finally bottom lane we've got a jungle Enchantress in the hands of Xing. So we're going to see that jungle hero coming out looking for some early pressure, get some ganks off, get some kills, and Ice playing the Vengeful Spirit. Finally, Mushi has got his hands on a Lycan, so Lycan making his way through the bands that picks, and he's laning up against a Clockwork picked by L3NU. So definitely a lane where Lycan should be able to farm fairly well here, not to mention the Vengeful Spirit lurking around, preventing him from doing too much. But Mith.trust, the big key here is going to be this anti-mage who is at the top lane, and we'll be looking to make sure he can put on some pressure of his own, keep the ganks rolling. As Clockwork run right into the Enchantress. Is there a slow? Yes, it's off cooldown. Vengeful Spirit with the stun, and this is not looking good for Clockwork here. Is there an Ursa Clap? It's on cooldown for 5 seconds here, but we're trying to use some body block here. Enchantress not using the slow, not going to get that kill there. I feel maybe with that enchant, I don't know. Enchantress not using the slow. It's a 20% slow there, so deciding against it, maybe thinking that they weren't going to get the kill. As Mimo mid lane, Pugna just putting on a lot of pressure. This dual lane mid against the Queen of Pain, they're really trying to shut him down, not let him get too much farm. Queen of Pain blinking away, and Shadow Demon with a double damage rune, in fact, was coming around from the side, guys. As this is fairly last minute, hopefully the stream, the sound, and everything is looking okay, guys, as unfortunately I cannot actually see the chat. I haven't had time to do all the preparations needed. I'm going to quickly pop open my Skype, so if you're tuning in, let me know. Alright, I'll let someone know to let me know if there's any problems with this stream, just in case there is, as the chat is not working for me currently, but one or two people on Skype should be able to let me know if there's any problems. We've got Mushi looking to continue his farm up to 18 CS, 11 denies on him, and he is just being completely dominating against his Clockwork. Clockwork, played by L3NU, has only got 1 CS, probably with the rocket just hitting level 2, as we're going to see him get a gank by the Enchantress. The Ensnare not going to come followed up. They didn't have the damage there for that. The Vengeful Spirit dropping a stun, using up a bit of money. He doesn't actually have any clarity, so that's going to maybe hurt him a little bit as, top lane anti-mage blink onto the Puck. Puck not having the easiest lane of his life, that's for sure. And we do see Lakel's going for the what has been the sort of the Chinese build on anti-mage, I want to say. I mean, they're the teams who sort of pioneered this build and made it quite popular. That's where you get stats. You get 1 in each and then get some stats. Whether or not he'll get 4 or 5 points in stats, which is what Burning was doing with he played the anti-mage. We'll have to wait and see, but definitely keeping all those skills fairly low, meaning he can rush the battlefield and not have to worry about getting HP from the Vanguard, because he's going to get HP just from those stats, as he's already got 1 point. We'll see just how many he wants to get. As he does get some more levels, we will keep an eye on him. Bottom lane, Clockwork getting completely shut down. Level 2, Mushi, complete free farm. Level 5 has 1600 gold. That's going to be a very quick Vlad's up on him if he wants to buy it. As anti-mage, 27 CS, the 9 denies. Mushi, 30, 16 denies. Pretty much on par. You'd expect both heroes are relatively free farming, but right now, Winter on the Puck is definitely getting more XP, more farm than what Clockwork is at bottom. Being a melee hero, doesn't have any good escape spells, which is making that not a very easy lane for him. Although Winter quite happy at top, getting that creep wave nice and pushed to his tower, getting some XP here, and we'll see how he can do here, as he is going to get some last hits as well. Really going to boost up his gold and farm, and that is what he wants to see. Is bottom lane, the Wolves just constantly coming out, and at this point the Vengeful Spirit can go gank mid even. Lycan with level 5 can use those Wolves alone just to keep Clockwork out of the lane. The Vengeful Spirit support isn't even needed, I feel. I'm not saying that Vengeful Spirit shouldn't stay bottom, but I'm just saying at this point, Enchantress Venge, they can go look for a smoke gank mid, try help this Queen of Pain up against the Pugna and the Shadow Demon. 2 heroes that are quite easy to gank, and look, they actually spot Shadow Demon heading towards the bottom lane. As we're going to see just how they can do. Mid lane, Queen of Pain knows that Pugna's been left alone. Immediate initiation, bit of some pressure being put on there as Mushi bottom lane hitting level 6 brings out his Vlads just 5 minutes in. That is a lot of farm on him. Definitely going to be causing Mith.trust some problems. The anti-mage not the best early to mid game carrying, going for that Battle Fury. Going to mean he is going to be farming a bit slow. He has got another point in stats, so this is the Chinese builders. Mid lane, there's the smoke gank. Should have kept an eye on that. I definitely knew they were about to smoke gank, but for some reason I thought, oh, they're about to smoke gank. Let's stop watching them. No, when they smoke gank, they're about to look for some kills, and kills they get the first blood on the Pugna, and that's going to really boost up Orange's early game advantage, as we're going to see Anti-Mage looking to get that Battle Fury up nice and quick. We've seen, I believe, an 11 or 12 minute Battle Fury by players like Burning when they go this build, so we'll have to see what Lekels is going to be getting here. As if Mith.trust can get a tower or two in the first 10 minutes, then definitely they can see that, but right now, if anyone's getting towers, it looks like it's going to be Orange. Orange with this Lycan at bottom, who is just being completely left alone, apart from a level 3 Clockwork. Now, Clockwork up to going for the rockets, which is probably the best build here. You can do some nice damage to those squishy support heroes. Heroes like Enchantress, Vengeful Spirit, you can spam it quite a lot, making it a fairly useful spell, but the Clockwork, a hero that has not been seen at all in competitive play for a long time. Alright, Sasuke, it's good to hear, man. That's another thing I have not done, is actually turn my Steam notifications off. Those things should be off so I don't get spammed, but generally, guys, those of you who are on my friends list, please don't spam. Please don't spam. But as said, this is a last minute stream, guys. This is the Pro Dota 2 tournament. Normally, over here at Beyond the Summit, we're only doing the Gigabyte Dota Masters, but because there was no English stream for this match, I was asked to come and bring our English casting expertise over to the Pro Dota 2 tournament, where we will be looking at a gank on bottom lane, coming on the Clockwork. In comes the gank from behind, Vengeful Spirit with the stun, Enchantress with some additional DPS, not even needed. They're going to get a tower of this, maybe even 2 towers here. This is Orange getting off to a very big early game lead with the tier 1 bottom tower, and they're going to look to keep on pressuring the second tower. Winter at top up to level 5. Anti-Mage has put on some good pressure there. Anti-Mage not going to completely rush the Battle Fury, picks up some treads as Lycan gets put in the ground. The disruption going down. The Soul Catcher actually going to land on a creep there, so Lycan manages to avoid that, and now CM in trouble. Enchantress only level 5, but the Lycan popping the ultimate gets the kill, and Enchantress, the Tornado, the Wildkin does expire, but now this bottom lane still going to be put under pressure here. The Centaur War Chief is still there. Yeah, no, Centaur Khan, I should say, sorry. But for the moment, Orange, the ones, 3 kills up, over 3k gold lead, just 8 minutes in there. Definitely in a very strong position here. Winter's gone for that early ball. That's going to help him stay in this lane at top. If Anti-Mage does blink on him, do a bit of harass, he can heal himself up a lot better. And when he does get nice and low, he can go wandering down towards the river, hope to get a rune, and then make his way back to that top lane. Yamatea, the Queen of Pain at mid lane. How's he doing? Not too bad. Up to 26 CS, 18 nice. Did pick up that first blood. Going to help him out a lot in this middle lane, as here comes Enchantress. Arcane Boots up already. Looking to get more involved. Vengeful Spirit has her boots, so those 2 heroes getting off to a very solid start with getting levels, XP, as well as some successful ganks and managing to take out that T1 tower bottom. Now mid, CM Shadow Demon maybe going to look for a smoke gank of their own. They are currently just sitting behind this Pugna, maybe just expecting a gank to come and wanting to think, okay, let's back him up, let's be ready, as here we go. Smoke gank from Enchantress, Vengeful Spirit. Enchantress hitting level 6 will have those big damage impetuses. They may just decide to go on top on the Anti-Mage. If Winter gets up to level 6, they may get this kill. Waning Rift is level 2, so it's a 1.5 second silence, and yes, they are heading top. They're going to need to make sure they chain those stuns well. Winter may be going to look to bait this. Has to get that silence off, because Vengeful Spirit, there may be time for Anti-Mage to blink. If Anti-Mage is quick, we're going to see just how it goes. There's the stun, silent. Lekel's in trouble. Blinks out though, the Dream Coil not being used. He was not level 6 yet. Maybe need to wait for Winter to hit level 6 there. Rushed a little bit. Lycan meanwhile at bottom, forced to pop the ulti just to escape. Bit of a gank here, but no, actually the Frostbite going down. He thinks about going back in, but Shadow Demon is there ready with the disruption. Not going to be able to find all too much there, as right now Orange are farming well in all 3 lanes. Queen of Pain at mid going in on Arbor. The ulti will pop, and down goes the Pugna as well. As in comes Shadow Demon. Anti-Mage, he doesn't have enough mana for a blink, needs to blink down. The Anti-Mage ultimate though, insta wipes him out. Queen of Pain using up all that mana on the ultimate, and in came Anti-Mage, saw an opportune moment, but the problem is it's going to come at a cost, and that is this top tier 1 tower here, as Orange have managed to take out the creep wave. Vengeful Spirit taking it up a bit, has gone for the level 1 aura just to give him some more pushing power. I do think this is a nice little build here. Just the level 1 wave for Terry, you still get the vision from it, you still get some minus armor, and getting that level 1 aura does sort of give you a more all-around versatile Vengeful Spirit build, as there we go. This tier 1 tower still taking damage, no TPs coming in from Mith.trust. It looks like it will be sacked, as Orange find themselves getting their second tower of the game. They did lose Yamate at mid, but right now, that's the least of their concerns. They are off to a great start. Brace is just being picked up on Queen of Pain, so looking just to get some nice, cheap taking items. Mushi in the jungle, 3.2k gold. Going to be probably looking just to build that Necrobook here, as Orange are somewhat becoming known for their, for their mass Necrobook strategies. I mean, not always mass, but they do like to implement them into their drafts, into their lineups. And against some of these heroes, I don't feel the BKB is all that needed. Just going for that early to mid-game push with the Necrobook and just using it on heroes like Anti-Mage, who are so dependent on that mana to actually blink away. If you get a Necrobook 2 or 3, you can drain his mana so damn quick. And with the Puck to hold him in place with the Silence as well as the Dream Coil, that could be the way to go about dealing with him. And there we go, Necrobook 1 is up, as well as what looks to be some boots here for Lycan. He's going to shoot those out to him. And now mid lane, Mith.trust looking to keep this mid lane alive. Anti-Mage, another gank. One stun. Is there enough time for a second? Yes. Second stun, third stun. The Silence will come at the end. Not even needed. The Waning Rift, not needed. Enchantress gets the kill. Great gank coming out from Orange there. And they did manage to latch on. Meanwhile, Mushi at bottom looking to go for another push here, but he's going to get smoke gank. Does have the ultimate. He's going to have to be careful. The courier flying over. They decide not to go for it. They are going to go for him here. Oh, he gets locked in the cogs. He breaks his way out though, and with that ulti form, he's going to be goddamn freaking fast, and it looks like he will survive this game. The rocket going to come in, hit him once, but still not enough damage. Going to need at least one more rocket. It does do 160 damage, but by then he's going to have enough HP to survive it. He does get magic resistance here, so he's just going to back off to the jungle, heal up with that Vlad's. He's going to survive this, and meanwhile, top lane, Orange failed gank attempt at bottom, and meanwhile, Orange taking a tier 2 tower, really punishing Mith.trust for their wasted time. Anti-Mage getting close to that Battle Fury, has got 76 creeps, but this Tread's definitely slowed down that build, and he is looking maybe to get more involved in the early game with those Treads, but so far the gank at bottom not working out too well for him and not really finding all that much room to farm. He has died, he's died once now. The first attempt did not fail, but it did put some pressure onto him, as we are going to see. Here we go, CM, Shadow Demon, they found one, they found Vengeful Spirit. Vengeful Spirit drops the stun, looking to get out here, but probably will drop, definitely will drop. The Wildkin just going to slow them down, give some vision, as Enchantress is being chased down as well. Anti-Mage does have the level 1 ulti, but it looks like Enchantress will get away, and meanwhile, Yamate, the Queen of Pain on mid lane, pressuring. So Orange, they lose a kill, but they get a tower of things. That is a good trade for them. Losing a support hero for a tower, I mean, the towers are much more important than a single kill, especially when it's a support hero, although they may not actually get this tower. So the fact this tower get denied does help Mith.trust, but still, I think Orange are going to be pretty happy with that trade. Even not getting that tower, they are still slightly better off. That especially those mid towers, they just act as such a great focal point on the map. If you want to back up your team after dying when you've just respawned, or even if you're just farming a side lane and want a TP to go push the other side of the map, that mid tier 1 tower acts as a great point, center mid of the map. And it's very, very useful to keep those tier 1 mid towers up for as long as possible. Some teams, even when they get into deny range, will keep them alive and wait to deny it just because they know the importance, the strategic value of those towers. And Clockwork, bottom lane, he is picked up a ring of health, going to be looking to tank up, but right now level 7 has not really been able to get involved. 0 kills, 0 assists, just 1 death on him, as Pugner coming in bottom lane with some arcane boots. Pugner as well, as I mean, it's pretty much been the whole Mith.trust. They have yet really to get their whole strategy formulated and group up, get those pushes going, as we are going to see Orange's Ice looking to take out some little wolves here. help this Lycan get some more farm going his way, as Necrobook 1 is up. He's going to have enough for a Necrobook 3 and just about 300 or 400 gold. Mushi, the farming machine. And we're going to see whether or not that's a hero that can be dealt with here, because right now it looks like Mith.trust are not really doing much to stop this Lycan farm. They haven't got great heroes to deal with him in the mid to late game. Anti-Mage is not going to be able to find him for a long, long time. Clockwork, not great as well. Melee hero. You have got the cogs to sort of stop him from chasing to some extent, but I mean, overall, it's not a great hero. The Pugner, you have got the decrep, but it's not really a bread and butter skill. It's only going to have it level 1. He wants to max out that Nether Ward, and Pugner, so squishy with that Nether. As soon as that decrep wears off, the hero will drop. Pugner, just one of those heroes that cannot stand her ground. Definitely needs to be very, very defensive with positioning. As here we're going to see Vengeful Spirit in a bit of trouble. There goes the decrep, the blast. Vengeful Spirit still kept alive. Enchantress healing up, getting chased down by the Clockwork, the Anti-Mage. The battery assault gonna catch onto her, as Anti-Mage ultimate will be looking for this kill, but Enchantress still pretty much full HP, has got a gem as well, so needs to be careful, does not want to go down. Meanwhile, Puck takes out the Crystal Main, and now the 4 Mith.trust heroes need to be careful. Enchantress is looking to get an engagement here. The enchant, the slow movement speed does get slowed here, but it looks like, oh, Yamate does want to go in. There's a scream, didn't have an ulti as well. Ulti, oop, just hits Shadow Demon, almost finding the Pugna as well. That could have been a potential follow-up kill, but not going to come. But Orange still 7 kills to 2. I feel they're in complete control of this game, and the goal graph agrees. 10k lead almost for Orange, and look at, not just is it a 10k lead, it's a 10k lead at 16 minutes when Mith.trust are only at 15k total gold, and it's a 25k total gold. And look at this, Lycan at top, solo pushing, has a Necrobook 3, solo kills the Anti-Mage, gonna get a tier 3 tower, and I feel, guys, at just 16 minutes in already, Orange are absolutely in cruise control mode. There is not much that can stop them. Their great early game was just a bit too much, as we're going to see Winter, who is the one who is a bit behind. He did go up against that anti-mage lane, the anti-mage dual lane, which did prevent him from getting too much farm, too many levels. But as it is, Orange just winning these lanes, winning this early game too convincingly, and Mith.trust falling so far behind. They had some unorthodox picks and lanes with the Shadow Demon dual lane at mid with the Pugna. Lycan looking to go back in top, going to just backdoor this tower. Not really backdoor, the creeps were in, but just sort of sneak it. When I say backdoor, I mean he focused the tower when there are heroes he could go for. That's kind of how I define backdoor. It's not something that's illegal, it's just a legitimate tactic where instead of focusing the heroes, instead of going for the team fight, you just right-click the barracks, even if the enemy team are attacking you. So you just focus fire the buildings instead, as we're going to see Orange look to maybe even push on in. Get a Rax here, as just 17 minutes in, Pugna forced to buy back, and Orange have got 4 heroes grouped up at top. They're only missing the Puck by the looks of things. Puck is back at base, having just, looks like he's just TP'd home, looking to maybe to buy an item here. I'm wondering if Puck will even go for that blink. They may just say, okay, screw this, I want to get another Necrobook for my team, as we are just getting such a great early game, such a great pushing power, and they want to win this game before Anti-Mage gets too farmed. He hasn't got his Balfour yet, it is 17 minutes in, he does have the treads, but I feel Mith.trust unable to put any pressure on, have not taken a single tower of their own. And Anti-Mage just, I mean, he's not farming poorly, but this is not how you'd like to see your Anti-Mage at 17 minutes. You'd like to have that Balfour up around 14 or 15 minutes, and you'd definitely not like to see your base being torn apart, tier 3 towers being dropped, and not a single tower on the Radiant side being taken out. Mith.trust being put under so much pressure. In goes Lycan, just going to right-click down the Anti-Mage a bit, as Anti-Mage does not stand a chance at finding him 1v1 at the moment. And Orange, mid lane, they're looking to keep on pressuring. They're going to have Lycan at bottom, maybe just go for a split push here, because definitely it's going to take more than one hero to deal with this Lycan, so a split push could be a nice way for Orange to seal the deal here, as they're going to force Mith.trust to divide their attention. They'll have to send 2, probably 3 heroes to stop the Lycan if they want to kill him, if they just want to stop him from pushing. Maybe they could send just a Pugna with a couple Clockwork Rockets, but still it's going to create an opportunity, as here we go. Mith.trust have decided, let's go bottom, let's go with 3, 4, 5 heroes. They have got 4 at the moment. They may not have enough disables, so all they have got is the Purge and the Crystal Maiden Frostbite. They're going to get a Frostbite up. They're going to need to do all the damage in that time there, as Mushi is just going to fight his way out, going on the Anti-Mage. He does go down, and Mushi may even decide to buy back here. It's only 700 gold for that buyback. No, he's just going to wait it out, though. He's up to 2.5k gold already. Clockwork in trouble. The Puck Dreamcore going down, and we may see a Queen of Pain Scream coming in any second now. There we go. Scream going to go. Clockwork goes down. Sorry, not Mushi. Yamate picking up that kill, as Mith.trust going to find themselves in more trouble. CM goes down as well. The Necrobook from the Lycan, level 3, doing so much damage. BKB is up on Yamate, as bottom lane Anti-Mage does have that battle for. He is going to be looking to pressure these towers, just keep Orange from pushing themselves. But the Lycan going to respawn. He's picked up an ultimate orb. I believe he's going to be going for the Manta Style. He's gone for the Manta Style last time I saw him playing that Lycan, just for the pure pushing power. And also it will help, you can get out of the Frostbite, you can get out of Decrep, it gets rid of those effects, so it can be a nice little counter, or sort of semi-counter to both the Frostbite as well as the Decrep coming from Pugna. So it's a useful buy, and definitely going to give them a lot more pushing power, deciding he doesn't need too much survivability that the BKB offers, although he could be going for a Lincoln Sphere, but I feel Manta Style does the similar job, gives him more damage, gives him more pushing power though, whereas the Lincoln Sphere at this point in the game, it's gonna, I mean, maybe you can block a Disruption or a Frostbite, but hey, you can get rid of those. Well, you can't get rid of Disruption obviously, but I feel it's not a major concern for him, as Mushi though deciding bottom lane, okay, I got ganked there, let's try top, as Mith.trust, they're being spotted out at mid from those creeps, and now Enchantress, Vengeful Spirit may run into this Anti-Mage, so Anti-Mage was farming away in the enemy jungle, and we'll find a couple heroes lurking around him. It looks like he's not going to meet up, but here we go. Mith.trust, they don't have any wards here. They don't know there's a Vengeful Spirit as well as Enchantress protecting him. Rocket gonna go, ooh, looking around, doesn't look like it finds anyone. Mith.trust, Lakel's is heading bottom, and the rest of the team just playing very, very defensive. They're stuck in their base of it at this point. Orange, Yamatea picking up an ultimate orb of his own, getting very, very farmed, as now Orange are going to find themselves 15k plus gold ahead, just 20 minutes in. Mith.trust, you've got to feel they've really needed this anti-mage to get farmed and get farmed now. As here we go, Mushi once again just looking to help deal with this anti-mage pressure, push him back and prevent him from farming. As soon as anti-mage sees Lycan, he thinks, okay, I can't stay any longer, I have to back off. And now Mith.trust, they've got two choices. They either smoke gang, try and get the Lycan like they did successfully last time, or look for an engagement in this jungle where currently there's only 4 Orange heroes. Find a 5v4 fight, but even then, Orange have a lot of farm. They've got BKB, Queen of Pain and Puck almost sure to get a kill or two, even in a 4v5, and Lycan can just go, keep on pushing, maybe get some backdooring going, or maybe just even sprinting his way to the fight with that shapeshift, and they're going to go on him. There goes the Purge. The Purge is not going to actually stop him because he does have max movement speed in ulti form. It will do some damage. In comes Yamatea. He's got the BKB. Ulti only hitting Pugna, but Mushi actually taking out the Shadow Demon, and now Pugna as well in a lot of trouble. One more right click will, no, a couple more right clicks. He does decrypt himself, keeping himself alive a bit longer, but no, Mushi, with the help of the Queen of Pain, gets the kill, and 4 heroes are down for Mith.trust. They are going to maybe lose this bottom rank. DD Rune up on Queen of Pain, doing so much physical damage, not to mention the Howl, the Lycan with the Vlads, and the Feral Pulse giving his units more additional damage. It's just becoming a bit too much. Ooh, it looks like even the Necrobooks get the attack speed and the bonus damage, so it's just such a useful item for the Lycan to just give him so much pushing power. And now they've taken out Rack. They're going to back off. I believe they're just going to head to Roshan here, as they are looking to be in complete and utter control of this game. Mushi with that safe lane Lycan. He had the protection there he needed from the Vengeful Spirit, and Chance was lurking around as well, and Winter just holding out at top, and they had Queen of Pain, Yamatea in that mid lane, just doing what he does best, winning his lane fairly well, even against that tough dual lane. I mean, Shadow Demon and Pugna, not the most conventional dual lane. Shadow Demon supporting the Pugna. Pugna, who looks to be trying to build up that mech, but still 22 minutes in, does not quite have it yet. And now Mith.trust really on the back foot. They're going to find Aegis of the Immortal up on the Lycan, giving him 2 lives. He's finished the Manta style as well. A lot of pushing power will be coming out of this Orange team at the moment, I feel. Lakel's bottom, trying to build up that Manta style. That is going to be, I mean, that's all Mith.trust can sort of hope for, is to get anti-mage items up as quickly as possible. Probably go for a Manta style, then maybe even just for a Vlad to give his team give him some extra damage as well as armor to help deal with this Lycan. But Lycan at the moment, out farming him. Blink in from Puck. There goes the Dream Ball. Lycan going to go in, pops some Manta style, preventing himself from being disrupted. Shadow Demon disrupts himself, gets blocked a bit by the Cogs. Double kill. Clockwork, Shadow Demon, both going down. Orange going to push on in, look to take out this tier 3 tower. The creep wave not quite there yet. There is some backdoor protection, but the creep wave will be arriving soon, and it looks like they can just out DPS this backdoor protection. They're going to get the tower, they're going to get the racks, and I believe with that, Mith.trust may call it quits, as this is just going to become too overwhelming, too much of a lead. 20k gold plus. XP wise, we're looking at 20k XP as well. Orange absolutely looking like a top tier team. The newly invited team, they were just recently invited to the International, and they are showing why. They absolutely destroying Mith.trust here. And I believe after this we've got a game between Orange and Absolute Legend. So both teams have been invited to the International. Hopefully we will see Snoopy making an appearance for this game, unlike their last 2 games where there was nowhere to be seen. But this next game, Orange, Absolute Legends, will be a very, very highly anticipated one, as both teams are international invited teams. Right now, Mith.trust falling short. I mean, they went for the carry with the anti-mage, and this is Orange, sort of a textbook performance of how you deal with an anti-mage. You push on in early, even mid-game, just getting tower after tower. The Necrobook, the Manta style, Lycan doing so much work on this Dire team, and we're going to see the throne go down. Orange with a very well executed strategy, and it looked very textbook. They didn't do anything all that out of the ordinary. They just said, okay, you pick up an anti-mage. Well, sorry, I imagine they picked the Lycan before the anti-mage came out even, as Lycan probably a bit more high priority than anti-mage. But as soon as they see the anti-mage, they think, okay, let's just play this standard. We know anti-mage needs his items, we've got an enchantress as well. We can put on a lot of pressure, take down towers, get our team up nice and farmed early on, and really get ourselves a nice big advantage. So anyways guys, that was Mith.trust and Orange for the Pro Dota 2 tournament. I'm Gons, your Dota 2 commentator from Ghosty Gamers, casting here for the Beyond the Summit channel, and we're going to have our next